See my jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants versus Patrick Mahomes and the Tampa Bay.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his 4th year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
2nd and 5.
The numbers for Howard a week ago, 3 catches, 69 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. That's caught by Howard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
And again, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen press is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the linemen to where the play was.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the pass. Switch.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Jones pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Logan, the ball carrier.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Buccaneer.
This is Logan. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle by
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
now they'll throw with Mahomes.
At the 36-yard
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
They run with Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
They'll run it here with Logan. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
First down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
The ball carrier.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Jones on 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flushed out right. He's got the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second down at 7. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Throwing, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and more.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. That's right, baby.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. You finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Double tight, guys.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he finds Howard complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Mahomes pass.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
New York ready to go again offensively. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
33-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike check 33. 33.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit that got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
Again, it's Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Giants 3.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know, that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
15. First down, Buccaneers.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
Mahomes
14 yards there on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 50, check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Logan Ryan
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They run again with Logan. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown.
TJ Logan, the ball
TJ Logan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
To throw again on second down. Jones
firing quickly here, and that's complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything.
Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, Logan. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Tampa Bay.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The kick is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Josh Lambeau.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
3 yards the gain there, second down.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 33, check.
Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones pass.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Ball carrier.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Logan, the ball
2
carrier.
yards, good enough for a first.
At the 43-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd
Brings
down.
up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good